Hello everyone, good afternoon, and you're welcome to the Polity, coming to you live from the Abuja studios of King Adebayo Film and Theatre Arts Network, commonly referred to as KAFTAN Television. The Polity is a program that takes a deep dive into unfolding political events within Nigeria and even beyond the shores of the country. So much is happening within the political firmament, from the People's Democratic Party to the ruling All Progressives Congress to Nigerian People's Party, as well as APGA and other political parties. And Nigerians have continued to witness unfolding events that has to do with absence of internal democracy, and some of them even internal wranglings. Members of the political party usually refer to them as family affair. Now we're going to take a look at the crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party, because it is showing no sign of abating. Ahead of the 2027 election, the PDP will have itself to blame if party leaders currently engulfed in a battle of supremacy fail to give peace a chance. Ever since it lost power at the center in 2015, the People's Democratic Party, that's supposed to be the biggest opposition party in the country, has been struggling to regain the fame that once made it arguably the biggest political party in Africa. Shackled by the chains of its fortune, many pundits believe that the once dominant party's fortunes are at an all-time low, even as some political observers now see the Labour Party as a more potent opposition to the ruling All Progressives Congress than the almighty PDP that's supposed to be a behemoth. Left with 13 states, after the 2023 general election, the PDP in the 2024 off-season election lost a door to the ruling All Progressives Congress and failed to wrest on door from the APC, despite the crisis that rocked the party following the death of former Governor Rotimi Akeredolu. So much to chew. My name is Maculey Hunohashi, your lead anchor, and I'm being joined by no other person than our delectable Mikki Attah.
Happy to join you, Mr. Maculey.
Today we have someone in the studio who is going to break this down for us, and is no other person than the prolific comrade Warmate. Comrade Warmate, you're welcome to the Polity this afternoon.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
You're live on KAFTANTV, and Warmate is a member of the opposition People's Democratic Party. Like I mentioned, Mikki, let's begin by this way. In the first place, let me ask you, for the benefit of those who are meeting you for the first time and for the purpose of emphasis, what attracted you to the People's Democratic Party, and when did you join?
Well, I joined the PDP as a student. My father was one of the founding members of PDP in Rivers State and in my local government, that's our Toro local government area. And I was a student, and I joined him in being a member of PDP at that time. And since then, I've been in the party and working towards the progress of the party and in extension, our great country, Nigeria.
Well, so much is happening within the political space. Almost all the political parties are rocked with, by internal crisis and wranglings. What would you say, taking it from a general perspective, what would you say are some of the reasons that give rise to these kind of things?
Well, I would say that it's expected. It's very much expected in a large family like the political parties we have, and more so in a family that you have a lot of people that have interest, and some of them inordinate interests. So it is very difficult not to have such things like this, interest wrangling or internal wrangling, whichever one you choose to call it, within political parties. So it's expected. The only issue is when the parties are not able to use the internal mechanism to ensure that they retract their steps and come back to remain one and prefer this, opposition role they ought to prefer for the people of this great country.
Well, specifically, let's talk about your own party. I'm sure you are expecting this question to come up. Nigerians woke up, following the planned Board of Trustees meeting but it was marred with crisis, particularly around the claim for the national secretary's position between Sunday Udeye Okoye and Samuel Anyanwu. Can you take us through what led to this crisis?
You see, what led to the crisis is nothing more than selfish interest, nothing more than political permutation. Otherwise, Anyanwu is the national secretary, and Senator Samuel Anyanwu contested as a governor. Following section 46(5), some claim that he ought to resign as national secretary. But if you look at that same section, they are claiming that he ought to resign. There is nothing like that compelling a national officer that have interest in another office to resign before contesting. And they claim that no, he cannot occupy two positions. Senator Anyanwu contested the governorship, won the primaries, the Imo State PDP primaries, and has not assumed as governor. He contested the governorship election, but lost, whatever way, whether by rigging or by popular vote, he lost the election. And they came up that he must resign based on that section, but there's nothing there that compelled him. The word this there was may resign. So if today as a national officer I decide not to resign and want to contest election, we have many of them. The present national deputy publicity secretary contested as candidate in Kebbi State. We have others too that contested. The former national treasurer in Ekiti State contested. Nobody said he should resign. He went, when he couldn't make it, he came back and continued his duty as national treasurer, former national treasurer, and also continue his duty as deputy national publicity secretary. So that misunderstanding of that section laid the foundation, led to them going to court. Udokoye at the Enugu High Court secured a judgment in his favor that he should be recognized. Senator Anyanwu went to Federal High Court, and the Federal High Court gave him a judgment. Senator Udokoye now went to the Appeal Court. Appeal Court gave him a judgment. Fine. But what happened? Before that judgment could be executed, Senator Samuel Anyanwu immediately filed a stay of execution of that judgment. After that, he did not stop at that. He appealed the judgment at the Supreme Court. And we all know that when there is a stay of execution for a particular judgment, you go back to status quo. And what was the status quo? Senator Anyanwu is the chairman, national secretary of the People's Democratic Party. That is it. Then that is the state we were before the BOT called for an emergency BOT meeting. And when they called for the meeting, the former national youth leader, who they are projecting to come in as the national secretary, came to the venue. And they said, no, you can't come in because you are not the national secretary.
But he came in an acting capacity.
Acting as what?
As national secretary.
No! The law is clear.
The law is clear.
There is still of execution of the judgment, Appeal Court judgment, that says you should be the national secretary. The best thing that you should have done is to remain calm. Be patient, and wait for the outcome of the judgment Supreme Court will give whenever they start hearing the case, and not to force yourself on the party. It was a disgraceful action taken by Honorable Sunday Udokoye, and should be condemned by every right-thinking member of our great party. And I must say this, that I'm so disappointed with the BOT. Very disappointed under the chairmanship of Senator Wabara. Why would they allow such a person to come into the next meeting? That is desecration. Looking at the section 58, subsection 1K of our constitution, Udokoye has committed a crime by trying to intimidate. He came in there with talks. We saw it on the screen. When he tried to force himself, he couldn't. He went to the gate, called his talks. They came and hit the head of protocol that tried to stop him out of the land, tried to force himself in. and the BOT will allow such a person to come in? For crying out loud. There's an adage in my place that where there is elders, a goat does not give birth tied to a tree or a stick. So why would they allow such a thing to happen? That means under the Senator Wabara's BOT, they are encouraging violence because the Constitution condemns it. Whatever reason, if you are siding with him or not, if what is expected of you at that point is to, caution him and walk him out of that place, to serve as a deterrent to anybody that wants to come with that approach of coercing and intimidating party leaders to buy into their own idea or accept their position. No, the law has said, the law has spoken. So we should all abide by what the law has said.
You alluded to, Adolfo Wabara's position. I've listened to people who said they are impressed with the position he has taken because he expressed disappointment at the rift within the national.
No, I totally disagree with that. In fact, is the most unfit and most, that is worst BOT chairman we've had in PDP. And I'll give you my reasons.
What are your reasons?
The reasons, we are three. I'll give you three reasons. One, when the issue of weekend started and Fobara, he took side.
Okay.
As a BOT chairman, he took side. Number one. When the issue of the Ayahu came up, he took side. He went to your state of Abia and said, openly declare your support for a Labour Party candidate. Are you a good leader? And look at the statement he made, just to pose the statement of the BOT chairman during the BOT meeting and the acting national chairman. My God, you weep for the BOT. You are expressing disappointment. Meanwhile, you are a contributor to the crisis. The acting national chairman came up. Look at the eloquent, fine, gentle speech that PDP leaders are behind this.
You're talking about Damagun.
Yes, Damagun. He restrained himself from mentioning names, but he told them to their faces.
He told them to their faces, yes.
That you people are the one responsible. You call this one in the morning, call this one in the night, call this one in the daytime, instigating crisis in the NWC for your selfish interests at the expense of the party. So the BOT chairman failed. It was in fact that BOT meeting was giving the pride of place because of the presence of the acting national chairman. Because we are so disappointed in the BOT chairman taking sides on issues that you have to call both sides and say, come, no, let's look at this. They said, dog said, if you fall for me, I fall for you, and I play the sweet. You take them and tell them, look at this, for the interest of the party. But you take side after addressing press, making releases, you now go back. I will not welcome if I'm the person that is aggrieved. I won't.
And NEC is the highest decision-making body of the party.
Yes.
So Damagun has promised that the NEC is going to hold within the month of February.
You see, Damagun presides as the acting national chairman, preside over the NWC, the caucus, the NEC, and the convention. So if he has said he will call for NEC meeting, that is fair. But what I want to say is that we are having congresses, zonal congresses, and I think it is expedient for the BOT meeting to come after the zonal congresses, because there are 26 states, 29 or so, 29 states they've conducted congresses, and the NEC will need to ratify it. So if they go ahead and conduct the zonal congresses, they will couple everything together and present it before the NEC. So why do you have a zonal congress soon, you want to call NEC, so after the NEC you call another NEC again for the ratification of the zonal congresses?
Exactly.
So the thing is that the leaders should be patient. The law has spoken. Ayahu is the national secretary. Senator Samuel Inemeka Ayahu is the national secretary. No dispute at it by now till Supreme Court give contrary judgment. Senator distinguished ambassador Umailia Damagun is the acting national chairman. No dispute about that. So the issue is that what do you want to go and discuss in the NEC? It should be the congresses, and why not be patient after the state the zonal congresses? Then you call the NEC seat and ratify and address all issues. That is what should be done.
Okay. Well, Mikki, before you ask any question, let's open our telephone line so that our viewers can begin to call in to make the program interactive and conversational. Okay. That is the essence of this program, so that Nigerians can be availed the opportunity to verbalize their thoughts, to share what they feel about, our politicians, our leaders rather, because the essence of leadership is provisions of expectations of good governance. Let's hear from you, please. The number is right there on your screen. Please begin to call in as usual to make the program interactive. Is Mikki?
Okay. Right. While we're waiting for our viewers to also call in, we expect your calls. You've seen the numbers on the screen. But let me quickly ask some questions that a lot of Nigerians are asking, but it would be very nice and very good of PDP to also be listening. First of all, how can an opposition party, a couple of years to a general election, be having an acting chairman? Why acting chairman at this critical time of your history? Shouldn't that at least strike? And another thing is that if you calculate from the time the PDP lost the general election up till now, we're talking about 10 years. We're talking about 3 election cycles. Okay, let me even exclude the one in which you lost. You've had 2 election cycles since then. Can you, in all honesty, say that you have played a dynamic role as a lead opposition party? Would you honestly say so? Of course you'd say yes to pat yourself on the back. But sit down and introspect. You have not. And it is now becoming, the frustration is not even going to be about PDP any longer. It's going to be about the Nigerians. Because if for whatever reason you saw the youths came out on the street and protested, please let us end bad governance, then you, the lead opposition, could not leverage on that at any level. The only news you always hear coming out of PDP is one power struggle or the other, one power grabbing struggle or the other. Never, the PDP has taken a stand on this. The PDP stand on tax reform is that. The PDP would like to see Nigerians improve. The PDP is never. You've gone into big detail now about how a secretary and the other one is. Do you think Nigerians want that?
No.
If you like, I'll make a senator the secretary of PDP. That's not what you need to do now. You need to sit up in that role as a lead opposition, because Nigerians are looking up to a lead opposition. There's a role for opposition. It's not all about being the ruling party. There's a role in a democracy for opposition. Have you really played that role? Be sincere, as Mikki, you are talking to.
I will, and let me start by saying that we had issues that led to we having the acting national chairman, or the emergence of an acting national chairman. Now, we are not going to go into the 2027 presidential and general election with an acting national chairman. Hopefully, by God's grace, this year, December, we'll be having our national convention where a new national chairman will emerge, and Ambassador Damagu will hand over to the person. Now, I want to say that we have one of the finest material in the person of Ambassador Umahilia Damagu. It's a material that even those that don't like him attest to the fact that he was able to stabilize the party. And his words are not destructive. When you're addressing people, if there to be some people that would have messed up that NWC BOT meeting, if Damagu was to act as the Aswabara, the BOT chairman, that meeting would have messed up. But you saw his speech, and he was advising them at the same time, cautioning them that don't let your ambition destroy this party that Nigerians are looking up to. That was his statement there. And that is it. So we definitely will not move into the 2027 general election with an acting national chairman. That is for that. Now, talking about opposition role, I want to make this clear to Nigeria that PDP is doing that to the best of its ability, and is doing that well. I will say that, the problem we are having, we Nigerians tested a destructive opposition, what I call destructive opposition, that the APC introduced in 2014. So they feel that PDP should have gone, or should go that route. No, it is dangerous. So today, we are talking about Boko Haram. APC chieftains have come to say that, declare that they were the one that imported people to this country to make the country ungovernable. Peradventure, PDP wins the election and refuse to hand over to APC. They said that, and today that led to what we have, Boko Haram. It started with Boko Haram. From Boko Haram, it snowballed to bandit. From bandits, different things. So now we have all that on ground.
All your thoughts?
Yes.
We are making very valid points, but we are being joined by a vibrant caller. Please go ahead. Your name and where you are calling from?
Hello, my name is Umar Goja. I'm calling you from Kumo.
Umar Goja from Kumo, Gombe State.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Umar Goja.
Okay, sir. What is happening in PDP to me? It said that the party has come to an end.
What do you mean?
We Nigerian masses are suffering under APC.
Okay.
And we need a strong opposition party that is going to face the ruling party. Therefore, my call to Nigerian masses is to forget about the PDP and take another opposition party that will going to face the ruling party in the next coming election. Yeah, that is my view.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Umar Goje from Gombe State. We appreciate your view. Please do continue to call in so that you can share your thoughts with us. You know, Mikki, you earlier alluded to the fight for supremacy within the PDP in particular. There's this rift, apart from the continuous, difference between Governor Fubara of River State and his as well benefactor, Nyesom Wike. There's another rift between Nyesom Wike and Bala Mohammed, which just resurfaced. How would you respond to that? Because
yes, before I go into that, let me say to the caller that don't give up with PDP.
Okay.
In every family, you have dispute. You quarrel with your wife doesn't mean that you should ask her to leave or you should, divorce her.
Okay.
It's misunderstanding. You have different background.
It's a family affair.
Yeah, it came from different backgrounds. So to understand yourself and remain one, it will take a time. So I want to plead with him that keep faith with PDP, because that was a mistake Nigerians made and fell into the hands of APC, and today they are crying APC is punishing them. So they shouldn't make that mistake. They should rather pray for PDP and rather join PDP to ensure that whatever they think we are not doing well, bring it to our notice, and we assure Nigerians that we'll do well. And so far, trust me, very soon this interest wrangling, as I will want to always call it, will come to an end, and PDP will continue where we have slacked to give the needed opposition that will put the ruling party on their toes. Just to answer my sister's this thing.
About stability. The Nigerians are not seeing any stability within the PDP. There's a rift continuous rift unending between Fubara and Wike, and now between Wike and Bala Mohammed. We all know the issue.
Maculey, that issue even seems to go further back and is even broader, because from the little corner you can look into, it would appear that since the exit of Iyorchia Ayu as the national chairman, it seems to have been a roller coaster ride with the PDP. Is there anything you can do? Because this stability you're referring to so far, is not really being felt.
The tension was very high before Iyorchia Ayu left. You remember the calls for him to go, allegations of giving statement of accounts, name them, and at the end, he was removed. Now, when Ambassador Malaya Damago came on board, he was able to stabilize the party. He was able to talk to leaders to please calm your nerves down and let's see how we work together. See, let me tell you what we're experiencing today is just that 2027, just like I said, is approaching. And every politician wants to have his share of the cake. So we will protect my interest to be there. That is what it's all about, interest. That is what is happening. Otherwise, he stabilized the party to an admirable level. Most of them that are talking, they agreed to alluded to that fact. But will it protect my own interest? Will it protect my own interest? That is what we are experiencing today. Now,
it's not the interest of Nigeria.
No, that is what most of the leaders
about.
Yes, that was why he pointed. He said, "You leaders, you will invite this person in the morning, you invite this person in the afternoon, you invite this person in the evening. Let them do what is needful, let them come. Call if you want to talk to us. Call everybody together and talk to us. Don't go and instigate one in the morning, another in the afternoon, another in the evening. So you are the one responsible for this crisis. He said it clearly. There is no better way we would have said it.
Okay, the rift between Bala Mohammed and the governor of Bauchi State and Nyesom Wike, the minister of the Federal Capital Authority, does that kind of rift in the open help the party?
No, it definitely, I won't come here to say to help the party.
Okay.
Definitely, but you see, the issue is that Wike has his own position as regards the party.
Yeah.
Bala Mohammed have his own position. But the problem there is that the comments you make before decisions are taken, before you go into a particular issue, you have to hear from the both sides.
Yeah.
Don't hear the one from one side and just conclude on it. Now let me say that one issue that is very, very disappointing, I must say, about the PDP Governors Forum Chairman, from one of our platform, PDP platform, I saw and I read there that the PDP Governorship Forum Chairman, Senator Bala Mohammed, was initially, when Ambassador Damagu trying to bring peace in PDP, said let the sharing formula be 40-60 between Wike and the governor. From what I
Sharing formula of what?
Of the structure of the party. That is, the structure of the party should be given to both leaders. But from what I read, they said Bala Mohammed was the one that said, no, we don't trust the River State governor. So, it should not be given any percentage of the structure.
Okay.
So, today, what happened that Bala Mohammed changed his position? On that same platform I read, they said because the same way Wike sponsored him in 2018 as alleged by Right Honorable Dogara,
yes.
Governor Sweet has promised to bankroll his presidential ambition campaign, be it presidential ambition or vice presidential ambition. It changed. So it was like, this is the position, you were there. So what happened that today you have changed? The banter started. The banter started and it continued like that. But it's not doing the party any good. I'll plead with them. And I also want to urge the PDP Governors Forum Chairman, you don't come up openly.
Exactly.
You don't do that. And that's why I said Damagu is the finest, one of the few finest leaders we have in the party. Because you also come out publicly to make comments that is derogatory to the party.
Okay, let's take this caller. Hello, good afternoon. You're on to the Polity live from KAFTANTV. Go ahead. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Timothy Ibrahim from Kaduna.
From Kaduna, Timothy Ibrahim. Go ahead, please,
Yes,
with your contribution.
Yes, from Kaduna. Please, my greetings to your guest.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Sir, please, why are they sharing to people's money? They say that the Chama wanted to make peace between Bala and Wike. Why are they sharing people's money like that? Wike is not having care of God. They're not playing with him. They are not going to turn him off. Why is this one talking like that now? It's very unfair now. Taxpayers' money. And it's just supposed to be shared 60-40.
No, it's structure.
It's structure. It's party structure. It's
Party
not
structure. It's not money.
It's not money.
Oh, it's not money.
Yes,
No, it's not money.
Yes, Timothy, it's not money. It's party structure.
It's party structure.
The problem they have, you see, PDP is supposed to pull off Wike. Wike has been disturbing the party. If they are ready for opposition, let them restructure themselves. They're not asking Wike, not allowing Wike to be responding everywhere like that. Coming to the whole world to tell the whole world that he's going to put fire in his stick. When you think that, you cannot arrest him. How about another?
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Timothy. Timothy is vehement. He's angry. He's angry. So could you react to someone?
No, you see, let me make Timothy understand again, re-emphasize that when we talk about 60-40 is the structure of the party.
That's actually why I stopped you midway so that people understand. Are you talking about money?
No, it's not
We're
money.
talking about
It's the structure of the party.
Right.
Now, I will clarify that. when you say Wike, one thing people fail to understand is that different persons have different personalities. You might not like the person of Wike, his personality, but the person of Wike has contributed in PDP more than most of those people that are paper tigers. They just talk, nothing. They just talk. But Wike is a man that PDP cannot afford to lose. Look at what he did in Rivers State. Wike pushed one APC governor. Before we went to the 2015 general election, you notice that Meshi decamped to APC. Wike fought him, and with the support of PDP members, PDP came back to power. And he was leaving. He did not hand over to any other party. Handed over to PDP from bottom to top, except the presidency, which he stated his position very clear. He is not a pretender. Like some that will go for meeting in the night, go be APC, they are APC in the night, daytime they are PDP. He said, this is my position. The presidency should come to the south,
okay,
and work with the party. So when they say Wike is the problem, no. Wike is not the problem of the party.
The only problem with Wike is that
leaders that cannot change their ambitions.
I agree. He's the leading founder of the party, and he's a leading.
Not just Sunday,
but Wike has continued
galvanizing people, galvanizing support for the party.
But he's galvanizing support for the re-emergence.
How many of them? How many of them in their state can you point to that has delivered PDP or made PDP popular? No, most of them not.
But he's galvanizing support for the re-election of President Bola Tinubu in 2027. Is that anti-party?
No. He said if the party abide by its constitution, the South has another 4 years, from 2027 to 2031.
That's the PDP.
PDP. If the candidate from PDP will emerge from the South, then he has no excuse but to support the party candidate, because he's from the party, and that is what he has been agitating for.
Yes.
And that's why we are calling on the former vice president. If you have interest to be the president of Nigeria, good for you. But wait till 2031. You cannot shortchange the South. You cannot minimize Nigeria to 1999 to 2025. No. Nigeria, we got independent in 1960, and one of his spokesperson came because of ambition. That is what we are talking about, and said, PDP has produced two presidents from the South, only one, and one of our best presidents, Maculey PDP produced of blessed memory, His Excellency Umar Musa Yar'Adua. That is the only person, and so therefore the thing should mean, for crying out loud, minimize the country because of single ambition to 1999. A country that got independence since 1960, and the North has ruled more than the South, both democratically and militarily. So we shouldn't allow our ambition be cloud our sense of reasoning and judgment.
Okay, so based on that similar argument, if you in PDP claim that people's personal ambition shouldn't becloud their sense of judgment, what could you possibly say about the River State crisis? I don't really want to poke my nose into it, but at any level, does that tally with what you're saying? Yes. Is it not personal ambition that is causing the heat, the fire, and the democratically elected governor is in place? Why is he not being allowed to govern? Is it not the same personal ambition you're talking about?
No.
Oh, it's not?
No.
So we can see that you know, where it applies to one, it will not apply to the other place.
Let me clear.
What are you going to clarify that I'm not seeing?
No, let me clarify. What you are saying,
right?
You see, like one of the callers said, what they are seeing is the difference from the person that is acting.
That's right. So forget persons. Let's talk about issues.
Yes, River State crisis.
Right.
That is not personal. Now,
there's a personal ambition.
Let me say, Wike does not have ambition to be governor again. I'm coming.
All right.
Now, Wike invested in somebody. If you invest in somebody, and the person you invested in ran away with your money, how would you feel? Let me tell you, if not for God and Wike, see who would have been governor. Even when he became governor, all those people flocking around him went to court, almost remove him. So crying out loud, somebody because of you made enemies, what I mean, strong enemies, just to make you governor, and you became governor. Those people became your friends. But you will not be happy now. You will not be happy. It's not personal interest. That come, it's a platform that has been set. After you merge, some other people use that platform to emerge. Now you got there, you said no, you push everybody away. Meanwhile, those people, I can mention name, but because I'm a student of the Daboikiabo School of Thought, that's what I don't want to mention. From Rivers State, because he's so polite and one of the finest men that want the party to grow. Otherwise, I would have mentioned names. Okay. I know them.
Let's take a call. Let's take a call. Hello, go ahead. Please turn down the volume of your TV. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. You're on, please. Okay, you know the caller is not ready to tell everyone, so go ahead.
So that is the difference. I'm trying to bring the difference. This was a platform for people to grow. You have been matched through that platform, and if there's as a platform, you like it or not, you are infant in PDP. The government is an infant. If you talk not age, if you talk about when you ask me when I joined PDP, I say 1999. When did the governor join PDP?
Last year.
2022.
23.
No, the governor before he became governor.
22.
It's all the same difference. This is politics we play here. When the boss will Akpabio join APC, he's today the Senate president. Immediately joined, he was made a minister. So this is don't matter. In today's politics, they don't matter.
Now the question is that how is this relationship between him and the platform used to emerge as Senate president? That is the issue.
How is that the issue?
Because that platform is platform whereby other people will still come up.
Can't he set up his own platform, his own structures?
If you want to set up your structure, don't hijack the one we set up for others to come up. If you want to set up, you have liberty. The governor said it's not doing party.
Right.
Rivers said they are doing movement. I'm not doing movement. I'm doing PDP. He said so. But what happened? That today he won't die put inside the PDP. He won't bury head for the structure. You said you are doing by a movement. Go and do movement. That was what he told the beauty when they visited him.
You see, this type of attitude, this hardcore attitude, don't you at least worry about the continuance of PDP in Rivers State?
No. PDP is, see, PDP, like I will say when I'm talking, I said, Daboikiabo is a blue-blooded PDP member. Rivers State is a blue-blooded PDP state.
You know why I'm laughing? Because that's exactly what others would have thought of Edo State.
Look at Rivers State. We're talking about it. Look at Rivers State. Even the sitting governor moved to another party. Was defeated with federal might. You were not in Rivers State. You knew if you know.
I was in Rivers State.
During the 2014. 2015.
Well, I visited. I wasn't in Rivers State.
Then you see the federal might. You said no.
During the presidential election,
yes,
as a PDP state, Mikki took it to APC.
Yes.
Why?
Because he has the followership.
No, he has a personal ambition.
He said it's not only his ambition. Not only his ambition, yes, he has ambition, no doubt about that. But also, a region is to be changed. That is the major issue.
Okay. But now the state's being changed now.
I didn't they brought it to the south and Mikki did not emerge and he acted like this. Then we can judge him.
Okay, so that being the case, now that a state is being shortchanged every single minute, the House of Assembly should not approve the River State allocation. And all that, it's the grass that suffers when two elephants fight. Why can the PDP not intervene into this matter? It's been ongoing for too long.
Let me say,
you understand?
All you hear is the president was intervened.
When is PDP going to intervene?
The president intervened. The acting national chairman was the first to call the both parties. Not every family matter you throw to the media.
No, not the matter, the results.
No, I'm calling. He addressed it. He talked to them. He was making effort. But some leaders will go and make uncomplimentary comments. And when they come to the reconciliation table, the person will say, no, I don't want to see this person because he has already taken a position. That was what led to the matter today we are seeing. Because you see people take position and they will now say, no, you come to a reconciliation table. You see that same person that spoke against you in the media coming to a reconciliation table. You know his position, so you will not want to accept him to be part of that list. That was what dragged the crisis to the extent the president came into the picture, to the extent the president whatever did not stand, and so on. So that is the position. It's not because the party is not doing anything. The issue of 40-60 of the structure is also one of the approach to resolve the crisis in Rivers State. Since structure is one of the issues.
Okay, let's take this caller. Hello, good afternoon. We're on to the Polity Live from KAFTANTV. Please go ahead, your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Chinedu. I'm calling from Lagos.
Chinedu from Lagos, go ahead with your perspective, please.
Okay, I want to take the guy off the cap by his word.
Okay.
He said, how can you be happy when you sponsor somebody for an election and the person backed you at the end? What is the beginning of a wicked politics? Is it also one that sponsored wicked? Amechi sponsored wicked to be a minister. Where is Amechi in wicked's life today? Jonathan, President Jonathan sponsored wicked to become a governor of Rivers State. Where is President Jonathan today to wicked? This is the Bible says that whatever you sow is what you're going to reap. Wicked have been doing it to people. Why is it surprised that it's receiving it back now? You are saying that wicked have contributed so much to PDP. What has he contributed compared to the destruction he has given to PDP? Wicked is the sole despair of PDP. PDP cannot go anywhere with Wicked's presence in that party, and you are there supporting him. He's killing Rivers State, and you are there supporting him. He backbited the people, he stabbed the people, and sponsored him. And today, he's fighting because another person is going to have done against him. That is life for you. What you sow is what you reap. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chinedu from Lagos State, for your perspective. You've heard his opinion, which he's entitled to.
Definitely.
Moving forward, if you like, you responding to my question, you can also react to
the caller
that is raised to the caller. There are serious allegations that these internal wranglings within political parties are strategically perpetrated by the ruling All Progressive Congress. And former Vice President Atiku Abubakar corroborated that allegation by alleging that political parties have been receiving or have been paid 50 million naira bribe to opposition parties to, in quote, weaken their leadership ahead of the 2027 elections, end of quote. How would you react to that? Is it true? Have your party collected 50 million naira?
Well, Elijah Atiku Abubakar did not say PDP. He said when he met with some opposition party leaders, they said that some of them collected 50 million.
Opposition political parties.
But it's unfortunate, they are shameless to have even said that they collected it. And not only that, why not refund it after you've said so? You see, this is an opponent. The opponent would use whatever strategy at its disposal to bring you down.
Yeah, right.
So that is my position. I don't blame APC for whatever that happens in PDP. The only people I'll blame, it will be the PDP members that have made themselves available or a tool in the hand of the APC to use against their own family. Those are the ones I'll talk about. Because the APC is their right to destroy you, to weaken you against the Nigeria election. But if you are not wise enough to protect yourself and you go about collecting peanuts and destroy your party, you will now look for a party you used to contest election. So listen, I always tell people, I say forget it. One thing is certain is that PDP will remain strong. We have faced challenges that are worse than this and will come out of these challenges. the major thing that is there, by the time our leaders tame their ambitions, their interests, the party will experience peace. And the party is working towards that. You see, there's the Peace and Reconciliation Committee met with the Southeast stakeholders. That is a move towards ensuring that there is peace. So that is it. Then what the caller said, you see, I want to make him understand that Wike may have issue with one or two persons. The thing remains that there are some facts you don't have. Until you have those facts before you say it. How did you know that it's Wike that make this thing? Amechi that made Wike minister. Let me ask that man, where was Amechi when Wike was running around with his money? Amechi was in Ghana. Wike went to the courts to make sure that Amechi emerged. This man did not mention that. There are things you don't have the details. So just leave it. Because yes, Wike might work with one or two persons. You don't know their relationship. He wasn't come to the public and say, I'm in good terms with Jonathan, or I'm not in good terms with Jonathan, or I'm in good terms with this person, or I'm not in good terms with this person. So Wike, even in the life of the Amechi is mentioned, Wike contributed a lot. So how did you know that it was even Amechi that nominated him? That's another question. So these are the things that people should look after before coming to make comments regarding issues like this. So I'll tell him that he should go and do, and he that is calling from Lagos State, that is talking about Lagos State since 1999, we've not won Lagos State today. They should go and put Lagos PDP in order and give us victory come 2027. Rivers State since 1999 to date, except the few months Amechi the camp, it has been PDP. That is what I'm challenging the caller to go and do.
I think you're a proud Rivers man and a proud PDP.
Proud PDP. He's a PDP stalwart, not even a member. Okay, so comrade, I wanted to ask you something, because you see, now, you know, there's, as people have seen, there's no more ideology. It's where as they say, where belly face. So if APC is ruling, we all come to APC. If PDP is in, you are going to see the membership swell. But before that happened, there was this issue of internal democracy, which was a very sore point with membership. You remember, as at that time, the PDP was regarded as the largest political party in Africa, not even in Nigeria.
We still are.
Okay. Now, having done that, every single time it came to an internal democratic process, it was so ugly and then so obvious. Now, have you seen for yourself that they are making attempts to overcome this kind of challenges? Let me give you a very good example, right? Just this last off-season election, Edo State. You know, there are some people in Edo who had been groomed, who had been climbing up the PDP rung, hoping that come the primaries, they would at least, you know, emerge. But at the end, it was just the same thing that drove people out of the party. The governor had his candidate, and the governor, you know, stamped down and made sure his candidate emerged. The net result now, APC swept the polls. Now, are there any attempts being made such that this kind of internal democracy is actually being fixed in place, such that, you know, when there's internal democracy, if 10 of us go for a primary, one person emerges, the 9 will gather together and help that one win at the general election, knowing that they were not cheated. But if 10 of us go for an election, well, we already know that you, comrade, we are just coming there to occupy. So just like you selling form to women, you say, come and take your own free. If you not take it 10 free, you already know now. The result is before you never win. So, you know, when it's like that, you understand. So what efforts are you making? I'm just trying to give you some hints of things that really affect membership, interest, even you know, get sympathy. Because there's some things you do that win the sympathy, not even of, let's not call them party members, we'll call them apolitical Nigerians. I'm not in any party, but I'm going to vote for PDP because they've done this to impress me. You understand? Those kind of people look at things like that.
No, I totally agree with you that internal democracy within political parties is the bedrock of our democracy. And that's why you see, at the time, PDP started the process. But some of our governors were afraid of internal democracy, and they scuttled it. And what was that? E-registration of members.
Right.
So when you have the governor will not be able to colonize the structure of the party. They fought it. And this present leadership, Ambassador Madamagu, is trying to bring that back. But there are other issues. That's why he is trying to address the crisis, then he will come back to that. Okay. Because look at what happened. So what you are saying is correct. Look at what happened in the presidential election. Primaries rather. It's same thing. If people say that, yes, this candidate emerged, through a due process, right, they will support it. Right. But let me say, you mentioned it, because I was there. Okay. I was a member of the committee that went to conduct the primaries. Okay. So I can say of a fact that the governor, the PDP candidate rather, was truly a popular candidate. Because he became popular not just because the governor pushed him. Edo people saw a material in him that can govern the state. Even APC people, I have friends there, because I did some part of my secondary school in Edo State. Okay. Yeah, so I thought they said, oh, this man is the person that we deserve in this state. So, but whatever happened, whether by rigging or by popular vote, APC emerged. And that's why today we are at the tribunal, election tribunal, and you see evidence of mutilation of result and so on. So, that of Edo State, the governorship candidate emerged through a democratic process, a free and fair primary. The only issues we have sometimes, there are some people that, even though the election is free and fair, because of their interest, their ambition, they will still want to, say that it is not free and fair because they were not the one that emerged. If they were the one that emerged through that free and fair process or through that manipulated process, they will say the process is free and fair. So, but as a party, we have a constitutional amendment committee. Okay. Looking towards these issues that you just mentioned, to see how we can strengthen internal democracy within the party, because just like you rightly said, that is what will sanctify members, that is what will attract people outside. If they see this candidate like what Edo said, they see that this guy is the governorship candidate, look at him, PDP brought a good candidate. There are some people that are not, they are political, right, but because of Igodalo, they came out and voted, and they felt bad when they saw the result. But that is not the issue. The issue is that they express their right to vote who they feel will take the state forward. So internal democracy is one of the things that PDP is working towards to strengthen. And you talked about the other time, you talked about policy. We criticize and prefer solution. Right. You remember the PDP Governor's Forum chairman, whether rightly or wrongly, criticized the tax reform bill. Right. And the acting national chairman, before then, already has instructed and they've released a press statement giving PDP position. Right. And he gave, to strengthen that one, he came out and addressed the press and gave that, made a statement, he made a press release also, and strengthened that position that the tax reform bill, PDP is against it for social reason. Let it be amended. Let this side be put in shape and bring it back. The same position after PDP did that when the governors met, it was PDP position they also took. So PDP is providing constructive criticism. APC destroyed the mentality and psyche of Nigerians by giving Nigerians destructive criticism. So Nigeria is expecting PDP to give destructive criticism. No, because we only PDP believe in Nigeria, and we only have Nigeria to live. If we destroy the country by saying if we don't take over power, import people, if we don't take over power, the baboons and whatever move the state, all this thing, Nigeria will not be in peace. So even the issues, the insecurity that APC is facing today, they created the thinking that they are creating it for PDP. The image crisis, remember the Chatham this thing matter, they created it for themselves, thinking that they are doing it for PDP, not knowing that it's affecting Nigeria. So PDP always prefer solution, not just criticize objectively and constructively. They also prefer alternative to government bad policies and anti-people's policies.
Okay. Still on internal democracy, because you said that there's a committee that's working on the amendment. Right. Yes. What are the timelines? Because usually we have things like that going on, and they are ongoing endlessly. Are there timelines such that by such and such a time that constitution will be used, and maybe the new constitution will come into play in the next maybe? You said there's going to be a national congress in December. Convention in December. Will the new constitution be utilized by then? Will the timelines have met?
I don't know if the committee, I'm not a member of the committee, so I don't know the timeline. Right. Because even myself, my group, we are also proposing an amendment to some section of the constitution. Like before now, if you look at section 49.4, you look at section 50.4 and 7. Before now, before the 2017 constitution, the 2012 constitution, if you join PDP, you will stay 18 months before you can contest under the platform or be appointed. But it was changed during the 2017 convention and made it 1 month. And that's why we are having unfortunate people like Oguchere in our party being elected. We are having unfortunate people like Debo and NPS who just came from a Zenith Labour Party without a solid background of the party. You are not inducted into the party. You don't know the constitution, you don't know the philosophy. You talked about political parties' ideology, you don't know the ideology. Somebody somewhere pushed you in, gave you the opportunity. You now made the press statement without the consent of the NWC, without at least the consent of the national chairman, who is according to section 35(1), the chief accounting officer of the party, who renders the statement of the party, the state of the party, to the convention and even to the NEC. You go and make statement. Instead of becoming the chief image maker of the party, you now became the chief image destroyer of our party. It's unfortunate. And that's why we want to make that proposed amendment. So if you join PDP today, you must stay 18 months to understudy the party, to know the philosophy, to know the ideology, to understand the constitution before you emerge as national officer, before you emerge as get a ticket on the platform to go to the Senate, Rep, Assembly, or even Governor, whatever. So that one is part of the things we are trying to look at. That we should reverse to that 2012 as regard that section to the 2012 PDP constitution. I think that will also solve the issue of having been denied opportunity in one political party because you feel you are powerful. You have in fact, let me shock you. Somebody lost election in APC primaries in 2022. Lost the election in the evening. And the following morning, he just PDP and ticket. Yeah. This is crazy. That will take care of that. You understand? It's not funny. It's not funny. It's derailing the democracy. So that is some of the things we said, no, we want to correct. And in fact, the party did this. They are working on amending the constitution because that e-registration thing, the constitution needs to be amended for them to start the based on section 6 or so, for them to start e-registration of members and things like that. So there are things being put on ground, which the Constitution Amendment Committee will receive a proposal from members that have such, and they will also come up with things that will strengthen the Constitution. Comrade, it's like you're walking encyclopedia. You landed in the studio and you landed in and intimidated us with the Constitution. Comrade, as we are talking now, 12 governors on the platform of your party, the People's Democratic Party, are currently meeting in Asaba, Delta State capital. What are our expectations? And it's not unconnected with the crisis ongoing within the party. What are our expectations? Our expectation, yes, you see, our expectation, and I hope that the PDP Governorship Forum Chairman will repent. I am saying so because if Adibin, he told the line of the acting national chairman, you don't come out to openly make some comment, critical statement, it will go a long way to unify the PDP Governors Forum. It will go a long way to strengthen them. You go inside, quarrel among yourself, discuss, agree. When you come up with a position, not to make this thing. I just hope that this meeting, they will use to address those issues and other issues that as it affect the party. I believe because the national chairman is there and the governors, PDP governors are there, I believe that they work towards uniting the party more. They work towards dousing the tension and taming the ambition. The PDP governor chairman has ambition. He should tame his ambition. Leave it for the South for the next 4 years. Those things, at once our leaders tame the ambition, trust me, PDP will be is the bright, no will be, is already the bright of all political parties. And you know, product when they sell, you see people stand around them. PDP they sell. So that's why you see people coming and always you hear PDP news, PDP, everybody on the street, market woman, PDP, Okada rider, keke, everywhere, because it's an household name. But I want to say that Nigerians should keep hope alive with PDP. We are coming back and make sure that we wipe away their tears.
Please, I will be remiss because me, I'm a woman. I have to ask you this question.
Yes, please, go ahead.
Are those amendments to the Constitution, are there any curves towards greater female inclusion?
Oh, no, not even. We have it now. There are percentage for women.
Those percentages are not really what we want ones that are working. What people want.
About the proposal?
No, I think
what's the proposal?
We have, is it the affirmation for women is 35.
Right, the affirmation in
yes, it's good. Another thing you can take the horse to the stream, but you cannot force him to drink.
Right.
The Constitution has given you that power. Why not take advantage of it? And demand it. I don't know, you see the problem.
So let me get to the problem now, so you can let me land on the problem.
Okay.
The problem now is going to be at the leadership level, because you're going to have, like you said, this BOT, are there any women is going to be just a woman? No, that's a woman leader. Woman leader is, after all, a woman be woman leader. Count that one out. Don't count it as a woman. Because woman leader is equal to a woman. Are there BOT members that are female? Are there NWC members that are female? What is the ratio? So every time you're going to come out, like the way you call the high table, they're all going to be men. The way you call the low and table from there downwards. I mean, the people singing, the people, PDP, those are the women. That's where you find the women. When we come to the NWC, these meetings you're talking about, close the governors meeting, are women there? No, you know what I'm saying. So I'm trying to say, what attempts are being made? We're all clapping. Oh, look at a Yoruba woman is now the leader of a political party in the UK. Can she do that here? She will not. If she's the woman leader, if she's the woman leader, I'm demanding. That's what I'm here demanding. What are you doing? You know, but I'm demanding.
So we want the
demanding.
But to demand.
No, you don't wait for them to demand.
There are so many countries that we have female president and prime ministers. They don't just sit down because they demanded.
Have you been seeing the women sitting down?
No, so see, Nigerian women need to. They have outside the constitution. They don't even need constitution because they have the population.
The population is behind.
Take it to their advantage.
What is the advantage that they're going to do to get to become the party chairman? All right. So my next time on the press, I will tell them to contest for party chairman in December.
I've heard so many women. Including scholars, women scholars,
right,
who say women are their own problem, because Sarah Jibril contested for the presidency of this country. At the primaries in Lagos, she got only 2 votes. And all the state branches of the party have women leaders.
Yes.
All the zonal branches have women leaders. In fact, there were delegates, women delegates, and she got only 2 votes from all the women that assembled in Lagos. We're moving forward. I'm not trying to denigrate.
You already have that one. So you have the answer. You have the question.
No, I agree. What I'm trying to say is that the women, you see, women are the strength of our political party. And that is why the PDP, from inception, have been added in the 35%. So now, what the women should do is to demand it.
Okay, they should demand it.
They should increase their voices.
Right. I know women who are even against the 35%.
I am here increasing mine.
No.
You've seen it.
So let people, women, when they come, will support them.
Thank you.
They should not bring a credible woman.
I'll quote you.
I strongly believe that when you allocate a percentage to women, to my mind, you are denigrating them, you are reducing them.
No, I am of that view.
Make it open. Women have the capacity that can match.
I was watching.
Percentage.
You see, I just saw the Prime Minister visited the French Prime Minister, and I was just watching. I just saw her walking in. And my wife, that is the president. I said, look at it.
Exactly.
Even in Finland, a 34 years old lady,
34 years,
became the president.
President of
So
Finland.
the Nigerian woman should demand, should press on, and they'll get it.
Thank you.
We are looking forward to a female Nigerian president.
Right.
Now, in 2027, all of these crises are said to be, as a result of, the trajectory towards 2027.
Yes.
For the All Progressive Congress, the ruling party, you can really tell where the pendulum for the presidency may swing, because President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the incumbent, could get it.
Right.
And that's the southern zone of the country. For the PDP, this crisis that is ongoing, where should Nigerians expect the pendulum to swing? Is it towards the north or the south?
See, let me be honest and plead with my party leaders that the polls of this nation, just like it was in 2015 that a northern candidate should emerge, same happened in 2023. That was the major undoing of our party, having a northern candidate. And same is what is going to happen if we don't produce a southern candidate come 2026. The pulse of the nation is for PDP to produce a southern candidate that will be there for 4 years to serve the remaining 4 years from 2027 to 2031 of the southern region. So if that is done, our party will give the group in power, not the party in power.
Now, the governor of Bauchi State, Bola Mohammed, has ambition, no doubt about it, to contest for the ticket of the party, to run for president. And there's a rift between him and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. Everybody knows his ambition. He also wants to be president from the southern zone.
Right.
Now they're having a meeting, and Bola Mohammed is the chairman of the Governors Forum. They're having a meeting, a closed-door meeting in Delta State. We are not aware whether Wike has been invited. Right. So we are talking about reconciliation. How does it play out, moving forward towards 2026?
You see, I want to plead with Governor Bola Mohammed to step down his ambition. It will go a long way. No, seriously, to go a long way to douse the tension. In the first place, that was what Wike was calling the attention of leaders to see, that the PDP Governors Forum chairman ought to come to the south. Because after Tamboa, from the north, it ought to come to the south. But because of Senator Bola Mohammed have ambition, he knows what he can do with that position. He took it from the south. He should change the south for the PDP Governors Forum chairmanship position. Now, Wike, being also a political strategist, has seen it and raised alarm that no, he should come to the south. He has not hide his ambition, his opposition to Bala's emergence as the PDP Governors Forum chairman. He has said it clear. Now, the thing is that if the Bala had done what the needful, this tension would not be there by taking advantage of the position, his position as the Governors Forum chairman. At a point, there was a rumor that he was fronting somebody for the national chairman position to ensure that he gets the ticket. So these are the issues. But I hope that he retracts his step and work specifically without the ambition of wanting to contest. Follow the letter and the spirit of our great party's constitution.
But you can see this is just the same thing I'm asking you about, which is, like I said, is playing out. Let's forget I used the example of Odo. You've helped me with another example. You understand? When are you going to get over these same kind of situations? Well, you have said here, right on this station, that the chairmanship of the People's Democratic Party Governors Forum is for a southern governor.
Yes.
A northern governor emerges from the PDP. Can you see it? So wherein lies a place of internal democracy? Wherein does it lie? And that is, as soon as he came in, I put myself on your party ought to have said, oh no, right now the position of the party is that this is going to the south. You are not even qualified to contest for it. Rather, you're only qualified to vote.
That's all.
But no internal democracy, just like we're saying now. And he's the one now who has emerged, and then you are now raising. What is the alarm being raised for?
No, you see, the PDP government.
You see, is this apologies stance that you are taking? That's not helping you. No, I'm telling you.
Governors
later on, you will thank me later.
Is the governors affairs?
How can it be the affair when you said that the party said that it should go to the south?
No, I'm coming. Now, the party can only advise that, look at it, stand there and stay there for so time. The best thing, the thing should come from the south to balance the equation.
Could you hold your thoughts about that balance? We are being joined by S.O. Dudu from Cross River State. He is KAFTAN ambassador. S.O. Dudu, your perspective, please. I like your line of thoughts. Go ahead. The line is not smooth enough. That's right.
Very good afternoon to the KAFTAN Queen, Mrs. Mikki Attah. Good afternoon to our guest, comrade.
Warmate.
Warmate.
Thank you.
Very special afternoon to our very wonderful host as always. Your friend, Maculey Hunohashi.
That's right. We appreciate you.
Good afternoon to our studio. PDP Democrats way out of the crisis and now are joining to 2027. Yes, from all indications, the duty of any democracy is supposed to be a very strong opposition. Because it is this opposition that is supposed to set the government on course, to direct them, to correct them from their bad policy. We expect this from PDP. Some of us have been thinking that by now PDP should be playing the same role that APC were playing in 2014. But it's quite unfortunate. PDP at this point in time supposed to be addressing critical issues from the National Secretary, from the Warmate House that we know. The National Chairman, the Public Secretary, the Secretary of the Party is supposed to be talking from there, very strong, criticizing the government, telling Nigerians what the government is doing that is not doing right. But it's not like that. What we are seeing is the presidential candidate that will be talking from his comfort zone. Now, the way forward. At this point in time, they should return internal party democracy to PDP. Return the party back to the people. Just as we have in the Second Republic. The States and the Second Republic, where the leaders of political parties are in charge, not elected representatives becoming the leaders of parties when party is sleeping. The president, the governor, the leaders of several as the case may be, the senator, they will be in charge instead of the party chairman. They should return the party back to the people. They should begin to set example to other persons. You see what Nigerians want, you don't understand. That's why I've been telling people, like in my polling unit, it's a rock headquarter. You cannot win me because I will always tell the people what they want to hear. When you are doing that, people will always believe you. Let the people take charge of PDP. Extra interest should be set aside. You know, party is supreme. It is high time if we cannot use diplomacy. We should do the right thing. Anybody that is not doing the right thing in the person should be directing the way out. President of the party. We should not be economical in the West or with our action. So that please, PDP should try. We are not saying that they must win the election in 2037, but if they can win, there is no problem. But they should be able to put their house in order to restore strong opposition that and Nigeria want at this point in time. If not, I'm telling you, the government in power will be very comfortable. Praising themselves. And you know that a more internal wrangling, the advantage to APC. I am an APC member. I cannot be saying what is not right at this point in time.
That's right. We know you.
A strong opposition to develop this country. Thank you so much.
Right.
Thank you, SOD.
Thank you, SOD.
We appreciate his perspective. He's an APC member and he's a regular caller. He has never hidden the fact that he's a strong APC member.
Right.
But he says this. Says it as
in fact, I wanted to mention that part in response. I want to commend it because there's something he said, and I wanted to say it, when talking about other issues. During the MPN time, if it's a party function, the protocol is that the president sits, the chairman of the party, national comes in last.
Right.
Then if it's a government function and the party chairman is invited, the president, the national chairman, the president comes in last. But you see here, just like he rightly said, see what happened in Enugu State. The governor came, one or two senators, one boy that was given opportunity called Goche came, that they are the Southeast stakeholders. Meanwhile, the Zeks, majority of them are not there. The state chairman were not there. For crying out loud. That is not how party is run. And I've said it when they say this one is a party leader. I said in PDP constitution, I've read from back to front, from front to back, there is no word as referring to anyone as party leader. It's only the youth leader and national woman leader, woman leaders. That is all. So the chairman of the party, if you want to call anybody leader of the party, should be the chairman. Because he presides over all the arms of the party. But today, for whatever reason, and let me also add, for peculiar benefit, some of the chairmen said their rights, and because the system has conditioned them to do that. And he mentioned internal democracy. If the chairman emerge without the governors, you see that they'll be able to take positions that will enshrine and enforce internal democracy. And that's why we are hoping that with soonest this e-registration team will start in the party, so the people will take what belongs to them, the party.
Do you have any timeline for it to start? There should be a timeline.
Okay, let's take this caller. Your thoughts on that line of question. Yeah, hello, go ahead. Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling from Abuja.
Your name, sir? Your name, sir, your name?
My name is
Anthony Forson, go ahead.
I have listened carefully to the conversation from the point you started. You see, let's not play the ostrich. Whether we like it or not, the political world, it belongs to the highest leader. Okay. So let's not just say, oh, okay, woman leader this, the woman leader. No. The truth of the matter, who funds the party? We're talking about political ideology. Maculey, you know, way back, PDP is about ideology.
It's about ideology, that's right.
Only party members contribute to fund the party. So if you have somebody who funds the party, of course, he calls the shots.
Yeah.
So, we want to, given the topic, we out of a bumpy journey towards 2027. Let's put the trajectory straight. Who's the party? What's the party? We all know what is happening across the board. All the political parties. The increase going on, money changing hands and all that. So you see, you guys must put it in proper perspective to know that, look, if we want to run a party, we should go in this way. People are talking about Nigeria moving towards a one-party state. You all know this. You guys are not talking about that.
You are.
That's right.
And that's right. So I'm happy.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Anthony.
Oh dear.
We appreciate your perspective, your contribution. Anthony has said it. You know, he has said it. He hit the nail on the head.
No, you see,
he has been with me on set before, and he said the exact same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
As a matter of fact, he has
In
talked
fact,
about
Anthony
this.
spoke your mind.
Yes.
No, that is the truth. Like I just like I told Madam, I said demand.
Yeah.
There was a time I saw in the party card a signature of the National Organizing Secretary, and I said no. Why would the signature of the National Organizing Secretary be on our membership card? I said, look at the section.
Look at the section, yeah.
That it is only the national chairman and secretary, and it's only their designation that should be written, not even their names. But this, I saw the name of the chairman, I saw his designation and his signature. Same to the organizing, same to with the what is it called, the secretary. And I said no.
Clear breach.
And we took a lawyer, a chamber, and wrote to the party that no, reverse it. It should be the national chairman and national secretary, and it should be only their designation, not even their name, because it validates the card. We did that. So the thing is that I agree with Timothy that called, Anthony, sorry, but you see, we have a docile members, we have docile citizens, just like I said last time. When you demand, they'll give it to you. But when you don't demand, and it works with their interests, they will not give it to you. They'll just act as if they are not saying it. And that's why I'm telling you that PDP, I can see from the calls that are coming in, Nigerians loves PDP so much and want the party to bounce back. Even Eso Dudu, that is an APC member, I almost mistook him for a PDP member. Yes.
We're waiting on comrade. Now, the last question, perhaps. There is general despondency in the land. People are not happy with what is going on, I must confess. And it's as a result of policies of this present government. The likes of El-Rufai, I want to take a look at the message, not the messenger.
Right.
You know, they are going around talking about coalition, because you need a coalition really to defeat the ruling All Progressives Congress by 2027. And he has met with a presidential candidate in 2023. He met with several people. He even met with PDP Shekarov. His meeting, there are talks about coalition. Will PDP be comfortable with a coalition, by joining the coalition moving forward to 2027?
PDP is too big for that. With all humility.
PDP is too big for that?
PDP is too big for a coalition. We can, to say, come together. We can relate with other political parties to work together, but come to the point of, no. Because, you see, let something be straight here. Today as it is, if PDP leaders sacrifice their ambition, sacrifice their interest, I tell you, the 2027 will kick out APC. There are a lot of Nigerians, they are just like Madam said, apolitical. What they want is let their vote be counted. Let INEC do the right thing, and you see that, and PDP leaders resolve the interest wrangling. I'm telling you that we are going to forget about those internally displaced politicians that because of one disappointment on this thing they are coming to. No, they are not genuine. If genuine people are coming to say we are forming coalition, it is understood. Not terrified. Not those people.
So we have 1 minute to go. Your admonition to Nigerians moving forward to 2027.
No. I want to.
Don't campaign.
No, I'm not campaigning. I just want to thank Nigerians. I want to thank Nigerians. Yes, no, I'm not campaigning. I just want to thank Nigerians for all these years keeping faith with PDP, and I want to commend them, because from all indications on the streets, from the calls that came in, I want to also refer to I almost mistook him for a PDP member for the love they've shown the party, and we want to assure them that we'll make sure that we don't disappoint them. They were deceived, and they should forgive us, and we too will forgive him there for allowing themselves to be deceived. But we hope that together we'll make this country great. Together we'll ensure that the suffering, the tears, will wipe away their tears, will put an end to their pains come 2027. That is what I want to urge Nigerians, both in Nigeria and in diaspora, to keep faith with PDP.
My final take is just that, let me just quickly say...
The Yankosov.
Oh, the Yankees?
Yes.
Okay.
Comrade, thank you for coming.
Thank you, comrade. Thank you,
Mikki?
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
All right. We thank our viewers for staying with the program, the Polity, till we come your way next time. We thank our vibrant callers for calling in. Whatever any caller said was their personal opinion. There's no relationship with the editorial policy of KAFTAN TV. I remain yours sincerely, Maculey, Hunohashi, saying thanks for being there. God bless Nigeria. Bye-bye.
The Federal Inland Revenue Services (FIRS) has set a target of 25 trillion naira for the year 2025. The Executive Chairman Zak Adedeji made this known at the 2025 Strategic Management Retreat in Abuja. Here is more in this report.
According to Zak Adedeji, the Federal Inland Revenue Services had surpassed its target of 19.4 trillion naira by collecting 21.703 trillion naira in the year 2024. He added the capacity building, training infrastructure, and facility enhancement will be the anchor pillar of the agency for the year 2025.
Our work enables the delivery of critical infrastructure, social services, and opportunities that transform lives. We are not just staff members, we are agents of DTAH, entrusted with responsibility that goes far beyond the wall of these organizations. The year 2024 was pivotal in laying a solid foundation for transforming the Federal Inland Revenue Service into a globally recognized, efficient, and trusted revenue authority. Mark a period of strategic growth, positioning the service as a cornerstone of Nigeria's economic progress.
Even the passing of our tax reform bill that will make environment more conducive for all the taxpayers. So we are confident with the professionalism of our staff that we'll be able to achieve 25 trillion that we've committed.
In the same vein, Tayo Kolosho, Chief of Staff, FRS, said if the agency could achieve and exceed its target in 2024, then it can achieve even more.
And responsibility. With a defined roadmap that is not only efficient, but achievable. This gathering is about candid conversations, addressing real challenges, and creating strategies that will drive the organization forward. I encourage each one of you to engage fully, ask difficult questions, share your insights, and embrace the opportunity to collaborate across teams.
Furthermore, Amina Ado, Coordinating Director, Large Tax Person Group, said administrative policy reforms and macroeconomic were factors that led to the increase of revenue in the year 2024.
Electronic money transfer levy. Again, we have seen an increase in the number of financial institutions that we're able to bring into the net from 165 financial institutions in 2023 to 304 in 2024. And the revenue also increased by 29%. Now, why is that?
If the event themed Building a High-Performing FIRS, Elevating Performance Through Collaboration and Innovation, is designed to discuss key focus areas to achieve the 2025 corporate plan.